right, y'all, so I'm going over some questions, and this is a really good question. Let me read the question. Hey, Shalina, I came across your videos, and I must say I have never come across videos with someone who spoke like you. I love your videos. I can't stop watching you. My question is, how do you deal with a person who claims to be my friend, but they copy everything that I do, even down to the way that I dress, the way that I talk, the way that I act, and everything that I do? I recently started a business. I won't mention the business, but this so-called friend went and did the very same exact thing that I did, even down to the colors and so on and so forth. I thought she and I had a really good friendship. I thought she was cool, but come to find out, she has a real copycat spirit. I even had dreams about her, and in many of the dreams, I could see her in the dreams doing everything that I do. What do I do? Ooh, that's a good question. What you think she should do, y'all? What y'all think I'm gonna tell her to do? what y'all think? So, honey, let me answer this for you, okay? Before I answer the question, I made a video about this because I too have experienced this, and I have experienced this half of my life with women and men who've had this copycat spirit when it comes to me. I had a friend of mine that I grew up with, and my aunt pointed it out, and one of my ex-boyfriends had pointed it out. Now, she and I look kind of similar, but we don't look exactly alike, just kind of similar. And it came down to certain hairstyles, how I walked, how I talked. Even got to a point where one time we went to like a little gathering, and she was in the room, she was doing something. And I'm just talking, being my normal self. And this girl was like, "Oh, you act just like such and such, even on how you talk and things you say." And I paused, because I was like, "Act just like who?" She was like, "Yeah, act just like." I'm like, wait, and it threw me off, because I'm like, wait, what? And then coming to find out, I had found out that Shorty was using my whole entire personality. My whole entire personality. So let me say this. The closer you get to people, there will be an exchange of, should I say personality? Or you, not even that. I'll say you'll pick up things from your friend. You might even start sounding like your friend. You might even start looking alike, because the closer you get to somebody, things kind of like, it's like a swap almost. But it shouldn't be like no downright a whole personality. Like, you shouldn't have my whole entire personality, my whole swag, nor should you be doing everything that I'm doing. And that's crazy to me. Imitation is not the sincerest form of flattery to me. Like, I don't get why people, to me, I don't find that flattering that you're copying off of everything that I'm doing. I'm really looking at you like, but how I am, I let God work for me. I let God work for me. And honey, that's what you need to do. Of course, if that friend is doing everything like you, even down to your business style, I will remove that friend out of my life. I will remove her out of my life. It's either you remove her out of your life or check her on it. Hey sis, I'm noticing some things. You are doing exactly what I'm doing. You ain't even try to switch it up. You ain't even try to switch it up. Like, come on, colors? How you gonna start a business and you see how you start a business that looks exactly like your friend's business? You are a weirdo. You are a weirdo, and you don't even have personal style. That's what that says to me about your friend. And I'm annoyed for you, honey. I'm going to tell you something. People who don't have personality, swag, style, individuality, creativity, people who lack these things, they are the biggest copycatters. And what they do is they tend to latch onto people who are naturally gifted, naturally creative, naturally got the swag, naturally anointed, naturally chosen. And they become so inspired by you that they get ahead of themselves, that they think they can do what you do because you make it look so easy.
cracked windshield on your new car? You don't have to take it to the dealer. Bring it to Safe Life.
Behind the scenes, everything that you've possibly gone through to get to this point where you're able to do it effortlessly, right? Where you're able to do it flawlessly, where you're able to do it where it looks so easy, but it's not really easy. They just think it is because you made it look that way. You made it look like it's so. What I would advise you do, stop saying certain things, or if you decide that you still want to keep that friendship, that person in your life, I would stop saying certain things. I would cut back with speaking about certain things. I would cut off doing certain things, and I find that the copycat spirits always need your help. They always need your help. Did she ask you how you did your business and how you did everything? You was nice enough to help her? I'm pretty sure, because that's how they are. People with copycat spirits. It's one thing to ask. They just, I don't understand. I just need a little help. That's perfectly fine. But if you ask me to help because you're trying to understand how I did something, because you have plans to take what I'm doing and running with it, it's almost like you're trying to come from my spot. But how are you going to come for a spot that God didn't choose you for? This is what people who have copycat spirits, it don't click for them, because it is in fact a spirit. You have to recognize who you are dealing with behind this flesh. You are dealing with a spirit. So when it comes to the copycat spirit, they don't even know what to do, where they going, how to really act, and how to really be, because they don't really have anything to be. The refrain is just like, how can you be yourself if you don't even know who you are? If you have no identity. Copycat spirits don't have identity, so they cling on to people with identity, and they latch on to, and they do it to a point where they think they're being secretive about it. It's like these people, because you're so nice, and they forget you have discernment. It's like, I see what you're doing from my way, but being that I can see what you're doing, I can see very well in the spirit. And not only do I know what you're doing, I can see your moves. I can see your moves in the spirit, and I'm gonna let you rock out what you make out. Have fun and enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself, because you know what you darling. What's your name? I won't say anyway, but you also have to remember this: everything has also been done before, right? Nothing at this point is really original. If you've done something that's really original, cool, that's beautiful for you. At this point, everything has been done before. People have podcasts before, similar businesses. Everyone is doing hair, lashes. Everyone is a makeup artist. Everyone is a podcaster. Everything has been done before, right? So it's like, it's not really like a copy and things. Everyone's like pretty much doing something. But when you do things that everybody else is already doing, you have to make it your own, not somebody else's, right? Look for inspiration, but you don't look for inspiration and do it exactly the way somebody is doing it. You look for the inspiration, you absorb it, you take it in, and you go figure out how you can do that, but do it differently. Not exactly the same. That's where the problem comes in, and that's where the copycat spirit comes in, because they don't even know how to take the inspiration, take it back to wherever they're taking it back to, and do something differently with it. They can't, because they're so fixated and focused on what you've got going, okay? That is what that is. So put her name on the altar, honey. Put her on the prayer altar, honey. Keep her in heavy prayer, rebuke, and bind up that demon, demonic, copycat spirit, and command that spirit to go. Remember your authority. And if God tells you to cut her off, cut her off. If God tells you to keep her in her life and to continue to pray and rebuke that spirit out of her, command it to go, and talk to her about finding her own identity. Hey, that's between you and God. But that is my advice. Thank you for your question. Have a blessed night.
Perfect.